Hey y'all, it's time for some damn good content. I'm Shelby Clement, your host and business bestie. I'm a content creator, social media manager and coach, keynote speaker, wife, and a mama of two who ditched her 9-to-5 to build a thriving multi-six-figure business solely using social media. Just like you, I'm a working mom and a wife with limited time. So I'm committed to cutting the fluff and delivering tips and fresh ideas straight to your earbuds on how you too can harness damn good content and create that type of business that you love and are proud of. Each week, we'll deep dive into strategy and mindset of building your brand on social media so that your confidence and success in the online space can skyrocket. Get ready to step outside of your comfort zone and start creating some damn good content. Are you ready? Let's freaking get it. All right, guys, welcome back to Damn Good Content Podcast. I'm your host, Shelby Clement, and I am here for another episode from my actual new bedroom. If you haven't been following me on social media, we just went through an 8-month renovation, which felt like a lifetime. And really, I'm just so excited for it to be back and done. And I'm in my room and I don't even care. But I want to start off this episode with thanking every single freaking human being that believed in Damn Good Marketing Live, because we are officially sold out, baby. That means 60 tickets are gone. That means almost 100 people will be in that room with sponsors and all these things. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be insane speakers. It is going to be so freaking good that you don't want to miss out on something like this in the years to come, because it will be annual. And don't worry, we will announce the new year after this event. There will be a wait list. There will be so many things. 2024, y'all, I'm just like, my mind is exploding with all the things that are coming up. I decided to do this episode more as like a best friend talking to you and talking about everything that's going through my mind, because lately I feel like I've been so so kind of absent from everything because life has just been so busy. We've been through a renovation. Last week was literally like a week of speaking events over and over and over. I felt like I wasn't present with my kids. I also had a birthday. I was sick. We closed on our house. Like, it was just so much crap in 1 week that I was just like, I don't know where to start. And so like, I'm super excited. And I was like, you know what? I know I need a solo episode. Jonah's been on my butt about this. And I was like, you know what? We're going to go and we're going to talk about real shit. And we're going to talk about things that you need to hear, especially in the world of social media. And especially if you're trying to be a content creator, if you have a business, all these things within the digital realm of social media, because in reality, you're going to be shocked at what I'm probably going to say. But I want to start off with this. Social media is such something that is so fake and so full of filters and people's like preview of their life and snapshots that they want you to see. They want you to see the picture perfect family, their marriage, their business, their influence in space, like all these things. And you know what? In all reality, yes, those things can come. Those things can be glorious. Those things can be amazing. And you can make this awesome career with it. But in reality, what you don't see from the outside looking into your favorite influencer or business or whatever the case may be is the background work of what it takes to get there. And so I really want to talk about being unapologetically yourself and staying authentic and true to who you are when it comes to social media, especially with us rounding out 2023 and heading straight into 2024, because in reality, y'all, I mean, tomorrow is like 2024 and it is so insane. So I figured, as a social media manager, as a content creator, and as someone that's building her brand herself, I can be unapologetically, authentically myself, and y'all are going to welcome it in. And I think that with us growing up in such a society of us saying, you know, I'm scared of what people are going to think or what they're going to say about me chasing my dreams or doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing, you know, that really puts a halt on us, and that really puts a damper on like our mood and what we want to do and us chasing our actual dreams. When in all reality, y'all, people on social media, they're craving you. They're craving the real. They're craving the real. They're craving the raw, and they're craving the real human being that you are behind the camera, behind the mic, behind whatever case may be. So I remember when I first started this journey and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Because I was leaving corporate after 8 years and it was oil and gas industry, and, you know, it was very black and white. It was, you know, the marketing department. I was the head of it. I was just kind of thrown into it, like figure it out. So I was like, okay, cool. I knew I wasn't happy. I knew I needed to do something. I knew I needed to change. So literally I felt like this just kind of fell into my lap and it was great. But at the same time, every time I went to post on social media, I was like, holy crap, who is going to judge me? Who's going to critique everything I say? Am I going to say something wrong? Am I going to say something right? Are people gonna follow me? Am I gonna make money? Is this gonna be a huge fail? Like, truly, it was, like, so scary to just be me. And I did the trends, and I did the dancing, and I did the, pointing, and I did the dance, like, all of the things that make you cringe right now, I did it. I did it, but also in the same sense, it's my personality, so, like, it really wasn't that bad. But in the same time, I was scared of what people would think, and I was scared that the success that I had would be based on the fact that they would be like, "Oh, she's too goofy, she's just playing on the internet," when in reality, that is what was being said about me. And so, I just wanna kinda go into this episode kinda just, like, raw and, like, not following a script, not following anything, and just kinda speak from my heart in the sense of, like, it is scary, but I don't even really I honestly wish I would have documented my journey way more, and I know that, like, if you're listening to this and you found me recently, you're like, "How did you not?" Because, I'm obsessed with video and I document literally every single thing that I do, but I really wish that I would have documented especially the turning point of when I realized I didn't care so much about what other people think. Now, do not get me wrong. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to hit the brakes and I'm going to tell you this. I still do care what people think about me 100%. It's something that I'm working on, but I'm getting better. And so, what I mean by that is, in the beginning, I truly let others' thoughts and what they were saying verbally and what I heard from other people that they were saying about me really dictate my next move. And so I really wish that I would have documented that moment and that revelation where I was like, I don't really care. I don't really care because I started having this connection with people online that started to believe in me and that supported me and that wanted to see good in me. And that I was like, okay, instead of saying I want to impact 1,000 people or 500 people or 200 people or whatever the case may be, I said I want to impact one person. I want to impact that one person that I can help change their life, or that one person that maybe needs that pick me up, or that one person that needs that social media tip. When in reality, I knew that the perception of social media from every single other human being was people just dance and sing on the internet and act a fool. How is this marketing? How is this going to help my business? And there was times where I got so down and I remember getting so sad and upset and being like, I'm wasting my time. I need to go back to corporate. I'm going to fail, all this stuff. When in reality, I was doing the damn thing. I was doing what I was supposed to do. I was utilizing the marketing medium that was there. And so I think that what's happening now in all the conversations that I've been having lately is I'm scared of what other people will think of me if I chase my X dream. So if you are chasing your dream as an influencer, if you're chasing your dream as a content creator, if you're chasing your dream as a small business owner, or if you're chasing your damn dream is to be a singer, an actor, whatever the case may be, you are letting someone else's opinion of you dictate whether or not you chase your dreams. So this last week we had it was so crazy. I spoke at 3 different events last week and honestly it's probably been the most jam-packed week that I had of speaking events and I've since I've started. And it was like a common theme of how do you get over imposter syndrome? How do you get over the mindset of what other people think? How do you get over, being scared of chasing your dream? And the reality of it is this, it is the mindset that you have for yourself. So number 1, let's take a step back. If you don't believe in yourself and what you're chasing, you're not going to be successful. Point blank. It doesn't matter what people say about you. It doesn't matter what you hear about you. It doesn't matter about anything else. The fear can be so big, but if you don't believe in what you're doing, you will fail. You will not succeed. You will not do it. You will not rip the Band-Aid off. You will not be good at it. You cannot expect other people to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. And so that's number 1, the biggest key. Number 2 is what I would tell people is this, especially in the room. I went to a motherhood retreat and I was speaking. It was for Hot Off the Rack. If you don't follow her, she's great account to follow. She's a lifestyle blogger, fashion blogger, all that stuff. She put on this motherhood retreat and I met this awesome human being from California. And I remember having this conversation with her night 1. And she was like, Shelby, I just want to be a blogger. I started blogging in 2012, I think she said, or maybe before. It was right when blogging happened and she knew what she's supposed to do. She knows what she's supposed to do. And now she's an executive assistant. And she's like, Shelby, I really want to become a blogger. And I said, okay, well, what's your problem? And she said, I'm scared of what other people are going to think of me. And I said, okay, well, let's take a step back. And this is going to be really harsh, or maybe it's going to hit you right in the gut because it really hit her and it hit me at the same time when I made this revelation of myself. And I said, what would you tell your children? What would you tell your children to do if they were chasing their dreams and you just crushed them? Or they said they're scared of what other people think. I know what I would tell my kids. I would tell them, screw everyone else and chase your damn dreams. What would you tell that person in the mirror if you were looking at the younger version of you? What would you tell her? What would you tell him? What legacy are you trying to leave behind for your kids, your grandkids, or whatever the case may be? And if you are telling your kids to chase their damn dreams and you're not chasing your dreams, then you're a hypocrite. And so we had this conversation and it went a little bit more in depth and it was just great. And we ended up, really connecting in the sense of the fact that we let other people dictate what we do and how successful we are is absolutely mind blowing to me in the sense of who really cares? Who really cares? Because if you're happy and you're providing value and you are touching that one person that may just needed to hear from you today, then why are you holding yourself back? So let's deep dive a little bit more into social media in the sense of real shit versus fake. Social media in reality is fake. You're getting a preview of someone's life. And when I tell people to be personable and kind of showcase who they are and what they do and like pull back that curtain and give us a little bit of extra, a lot of people say, well, I don't want people to know who I am or where I live or where my kids go to school or their names. You get to choose how personal you are. And if you've been following me for a while, I've been explaining it to you that you probably think that you know who I am. And I want y'all to know who I am. I put a damn documentary out. It wasn't for you, it was for my kids. But I mean, y'all liked it. And I love that you liked it. But in the same sense, it pulled back that layer for you to get to know me even more. And so you dictate what people get to see from you. And you dictate what you share. And you dictate what people feel that connection they have with you in order for them to buy from you. And so a lot of times these influencers get a bad rap. And I'm going to say this because we talked about this last week. And we talked about how people have this perception of influencers and they're like, oh, it's an easy job. They're just selling stuff. In reality, it's marketing, y'all. They're influencing. At one point in your life, you've been influenced to buy something, whether that was print advertisement way back in the day, that was radio advertising, that was billboards, that was TV, that was whatever the case may be. And now it's just freaking social media. These women and men that are influencers are working their ass off in order to provide you a review of a product or a service that they are now sharing with you for you to purchase. So to me, it's not easy. And they're putting their life out on the line for you. And they're putting out there so that you get to know them even more and to build that trust factor for them to actually, make a sell to you or to build that connection where they trust you and only you. Because when you pull back that curtain and you peel back that layer, you are now setting yourself apart from your competitor, which means no matter what you offer, no matter what you say, when you build that super fan, they're going to buy from you. And so I think back on one of my favorite influencers. I literally go every single day. Like I check out because let's be real. I look at social media all day, every day. So I really don't even care if I have an Instagram account or a TikTok or whatever the case may be. Like I told my husband the other night, I was like, I'm just going to go scroll TikTok because I haven't in so long. And like I did it for 2.5 seconds and I got off the app because I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. And it doesn't make sense to me. But I'll think about like one of my favorite influencers is Daryl Ann Dinner. And y'all, she is like I don't even know anymore. It's kind of stupid how many followers she has. And let me tell you, my favorite thing about her is she is so unapologetically, authentically herself that she's built an army of human beings around her that now she has launched an entirely different brand, which is called Nudes, Nuuds, which is a clothing line that has completely skyrocketed. I'm pretty sure they're about to hit their year 1 mark of like being in business, and they're absolutely insane. Every time she launches something new, she sells out. She's already moved warehouses. She's already moved offices multiple times. The reason why she's so freaking successful with this is because she, from day one, she's been grinding for a long time. So this did not happen overnight, but from day one has been sharing every little thing about her life. And yes, we follow her and we think we know her and we think we know everything about her. Like one of my best friends, we talk about them all the time. We talk about the Dinner family and like we talk about all this. And my sister actually happened to be in a conversation with us one day and they're like, who are y'all talking about? We're like an influencer. And my sister was literally like, you sound like y'all are her best friend. I was like, yeah, I talked to her yesterday. In reality, it's just because she shares so much on social media with us that we feel like we know her. And she's unapologetically herself. And I've used this scenario in talks I've talked about. She does not care what she talks about. She's talked about shaving, waxing, going to the bathroom pills, like all these different like things that have really drawn her audience in. She knows her niche, she knows it's not a man, she knows it's a woman, and then boom, she releases a freaking brand where she offers clothing that is just nudes, and meaning it's just your basic clothing line. And she's sold out. And she's done that because she's built an army of a community around her on social media. And now her family is in it. So when you think about social media, yeah, cool. I hate it sometimes. I'm a mom of two very little boys, and I tell people this all the freaking time. It scares me, especially when I see moms sharing their kids. I should see them sharing where they go to school and their teacher and all that nonsense. I think that's so stupid. And I will be honest and I'll tell everyone that I think that is actually giving a predator your child on a silver platter. So when you see me post my kids, I'll always have an emblem over their school. If you don't know me and you don't know where they go to school, if you don't know me personally, you'll never know where they go to school, and you might not even know their name. And so it's just you choose what you give them in a sense of building that community, building that layer. I just had recently an issue that went on with our family that I won't share, and I'm an open book, and I'm just not going to share because I want to keep that private. But in the same sense, my community has definitely accepted that, and they have said, okay, we just hope that you're okay, and we just want to cheer for you. And I really, really believe that when I pulled back that layer and I let y'all in and I let my community love me and cheer for me and support me, that is why I got to sell out my first live event ever. That is why these people are so successful. That is why these people are having such a successful journey with marketing and business and all the things that they do, because they are giving their community that extra layer of trust that they need in order to become a super fan. Because when it comes to social media and it comes to my favorite influencer and it comes to your favorite um, business or product or service that you use, think about your customer journey. How did you get there? How did they make you feel? So when you're in business or you're an influencer or you're a content creator and you're trying to figure out what the hell to post or how to post or do these things, think about your customer journey. Think about what's going to get them from seeing you to buying from you to staying with you forever. And that is the type of content that you need to be producing. And so it kind of all goes back to, if you focus more on what people thought about you and you focused more on what people had to say in their opinions, and then you said, you know what, I'm just not going to do it right now because I'm scared of what people will think. What are you going to think of yourself in 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years when you want to say back, I should have not given a shit and I should have just chased my damn dreams? Because in all freaking reality, people miss people. People buy from people. And they want to see you as an authentic human being, unapologetically yourself. Do you honestly think that when I named my podcast Damn Good Content Podcast, that I would get everybody in the world? Or if I was like, I'm going to put on an event for marketing professionals that says Damn Good Marketing Live, did you think that I knew that I wasn't going to appeal to everyone? There's no way in hell that people are going to love me for me cursing at all. But you know what? That is me. And I want to draw the community that I love and that loves me and that cheers for me and that is going to align with what I believe in, because I love Jesus, but I also curse. So the same sense is, and I'm also really freaking good at my job, to the sense that I don't care what I name it, and that when I build a community, I know that they're going to follow me and I know that they're going to support me. So in the same sense for you, everyone that's listening to this, whether you are a content creator, an influencer, a business owner, be yourself. Stop trying to emulate other people on social media because they have a following, because they have this many views, because of the vanity metric that's making you think that they're more successful than you. Because I can promise you, there's accounts out there that have 200 or 300 or 400 followers versus your thousands of followers that are probably way more successful than you, because they have that community that they've built, that trust factor that they have built, that authenticity that they have built with those human beings, that no matter what, no matter who, and no matter how comes in place, they will not budge. They will always support them. And so when it comes to social media, our mindset has definitely come to the sense of fake in this vanity metric of maybe I have to act a certain way. I have to do this for the algorithm. I have to do this for the platform. I have to be on this XYZ platforms. I have to do XYZ to be successful. In reality, it's not. Just have fun. Be yourself. It is marketing 101, but now it is a different marketing medium. Yes, you might need a social media manager. Yes, you might need a social media coach to tell you which platforms work, to tell you what to do and what not to do. But in the reality of it is, marketing is marketing. And think about it like this: what attracts you to your favorite stores? What attracts you to your favorite influencer? What attracts you to the person that you go look up every single night before you go to bed on their social media? What are they doing to get you there? And that is what you need to do. But 1010% authentically your freaking self. Social media has put a damper on our mindset of what are we supposed to do? How are we supposed to act? What are people going to think? Who cares? It should be this picture perfect reel, video, whatever the case may be. I want you to know you will never get that from me. I'm going to show you homeless Shelby all the way to dressed to a T Shelby, always and forever. And I hope that anyone that's listening to this within my community will do the exact same. As I wrap this up, because you know I like to keep these solo episodes short, sweet, and to the point, and honestly, I'm ready to go watch another episode of Suits. I just want you to remember being unapologetically, authentically yourself is what you need to be when it comes to spaces like this. If you are looking to be a content creator, an influencer, a business owner, whatever the case may be, building a brand on the digital world platform, you have to let go of what other people think. And you have to know that you are meant for more and that you are showing up raw and honest for the community that you're building and providing the education and the value that they need to hear from you. Because that person that is stopping you from chasing your dreams, there's another person out there that's waiting to hear from you and that needs to hear from you. So I love you all so much. I hope you have a great day on this beautiful Wednesday, aka it's Monday night in my bedroom, but when you're listening to this in your earbuds, it is Wednesday. I hope you tackle the world. And as you listen, go ahead, screenshot this, tag your girl. Let me know what you think of this solo episode because it was like off the cuff, no notes, kind of doing my own thing. I love you all. Thank you so much. And until next time, let's freaking get it.